Afternoon, Trish and Lisa. I'm here to present my professional teaching portfolio, and happens that I've chosen one of the hottest days of the year to complete this, so that I hope you appreciate that. So my professional teaching portfolio represents a 7-year history of my working and learning life at NSCC. I started with a binder style version some 8 years ago and continue to expand and update my portfolio, which has grown to include 3 binders. My first binder represents most of my professional career as a carpenter, a union business manager, and it also includes my involvement with NSAA, or the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Association, while the second and third binders are mostly a result of my learning at NSCC and include all the documents identified in the professional teaching portfolio. In my second binder, you will find my teaching philosophy statements, which has elements of lessons from my youth as well as my career as a carpenter embedded in it. You will also find my resume and cover letter, my skills inventory, which include the process I went through to get my strengths for the college program, and my strengths identified as an includer, positivity, arranger, analytical, and deliberative. You will also find learning narratives and reflections. And in my third binder, you will find evidence of knowledge and skills, my skills and my abilities. So, as most trade faculty, I bring a large amount of professional work experience, real life construction world experience to the classroom. That helps me a lot in the shop environment for sure. So in that book you will find examples of my course outlines and completed work plans, and we also do faculty working group meetings once a year at least. We usually do them by Skype. Historically we used to try and meet face to face at least once a year, all the carpentry faculty from across the province. We're working on setting up another one of those for the 2019 year. Planning for instruction, my lesson plans, and I should mention that, for example, my lesson plans and my course outlines, because I teach online, they're all embedded in Brightspace, and students have access to those work plans and any lesson, it's all right there at their fingertips, which is important for online learning. You will also find examples of recorded teaching demonstrations, course materials, and student feedback from mentors, my colleagues, and my manager. There's a link to a video in this course that I'd actually done an example of teaching a truss construction project that I had done with the students. You will also find multiple means of assessment. So in our program we use evaluations, we do tests, we do assignments, hand-on. Students build, like their first project, they build a sawhorse, then they build an Adirondack chair, and then they build a tool caddy, and finally as a group project in the final year we build a shed, and they're evaluated with I supply them with rubrics so they know what we're watching for. We're trying to get them to an industry level, so as they go out to industry they can find employment and be successful. That's the whole goal of the program. So the final item you'll find in there that I wanted to point out was an advising students. So daily, or certainly in each class, you're always expounding your knowledge of the trade to the students, but we also bring in representatives from the Apprenticeship Association, or a representative from Bird Stairs that may do a story on insulated concrete forms. So there's all kinds of advisement and embedment there. We're trying to give the students the most modern, current material to fit their program and to help them, of course, in the workplace. So as a kind of a wrap-up, I purposely kept this short and sweet. Of all the evidence that I've presented to you and all the evidence in your list, you will know that I believe the lesson plans are one of the most important parts of this whole strategy of educating our learners. A good lesson plan would also includes an opportunity for feedback from the learners and also my managers, my colleagues. So clearly all the items on the checklist provided by the material in this course, when woven together as a strategy or a blueprint to guide our teaching, will help lead us to student success. However, in my opinion, a good lesson plan should top that list. So I'm going to wrap up my presentation. This concludes my participation in the CCEDP program, and I can honestly say that from each of the 10 courses that I've taken, I've always managed to have a takeaway or learn something that has helped make my program a better environment for learners. Thank you.